New at 9, we're getting new insight into what happened inside the courtroom this week as convicted child sex abuse ringleader Samuel Bateman received his latest sentence connected to his crimes while acting as a self-proclaimed prophet for an FLDS offshoot on the Arizona-Utah border.
Fox 10's Nicole Christine joins us live after speaking with one of the women who helped bring Bateman down. Nicole.
That's right. Dr. Christine Marie was one of the main faces of a recent Netflix documentary, Trust Me, The False Prophet, which showcases the years-long FBI investigation into Sam Bateman that led to his federal arrest in 2023. But this week's sentencing came down to a 2022 traffic stop near Flagstaff. All of it caught on police body cam footage that's playing out behind me. That's when police found several young girls locked inside a hot, unventilated trailer, leading to Bateman's arrest on state child abuse charges.
It was a Herculean effort for even one person to come forward because of the fear. Now, their fear seems to be gone.
Cult psychologist expert Dr. Christine Marie spent years documenting the life of polygamous sect leader Samuel Bateman in an effort to bring him to justice for his child sex crimes. This week, she watched as Bateman, already serving 50 years on federal charges, was sentenced to an additional 24 years for an Arizona child abuse conviction. Several of his former wives speaking out against him during victim impact statements.
These women, and some are still children, stood up and took their power back and their dignity back. They looked at Sam, several of them, directly and gave him a piece of their mind and showed them that his power was over.
Among the speakers, a woman named Julia, a mother who saw multiple daughters wed off to Bateman. A copy of Julia's handwritten statement sent to Fox 10 details a portion of her courtroom speech in which she speaks directly to Bateman, referencing his prior messaging about the devil, saying, quote, "Upon second look, it was you." Julia went on to say, quote, "You are not God's gift to women. You will have to answer to a higher power."
It was almost miraculous to see the reversal, the strength in the women, and the powerlessness of that predator.
But Christine Marie says communities must remain educated and vigilant in order to prevent new false prophets from gaining power.
These power dynamics are very attractive to predators. So if they can find a way to use religion to cover their crimes, they will continue to rise up and take control of people's lives and exploit them for their own advantage.
Now, Christine Marie says the survivors of Bateman's abuse are all now forging their own paths. Some are attending college, some are pursuing entertainment careers, and some are still in high school, which illustrates just how young they were when they were forced to marry Bateman years ago. Live in studio, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.